Hey guys, happy Friday. I am very happy to be sharing a success story from one of my clients. Um, this client of mine, I'll give you a little backstory. But before I do, this video, you guys, it's gonna be about money and work and how this client left her 9 to 5 and she's just like making bank now. But also, um, this formula also applies to if you're manifesting an SP. The consistency, everything applies to manifesting an SP too, because anything that you're manifesting, the mindset is key. Okay. And also, for this client too, this client actually had no contact with her specific person for a very, very, very long time. And he actually um, did reach out to her recently, but we won't be talking about her SP. We're going to be talking about a huge breakthrough she had with money and abundance. So if you guys are interested, keep on watching. But just always remember, any of my videos, you guys, whether it's about SP or money or all of the above, whatever it is, manifesting new opportunities, luxuries, anything, the formula is always the same. So the information in all my videos always applies to all of it. Okay. All right, you guys. By the way, thank you guys so much for sending in so many success stories. I may have to do like two a video at this point to keep up with all your successors. I don't know if you guys want that. Comment down below. If not, we will just keep doing one at a time and focusing on one. Also, if you guys are interested in coaching with me, one-on-one coaching, she's also one-on-one client with me. Links are going to be in the description box down below. I am booked up for quite some time, so if you guys need a session with me, the wait list is going to be your best bet. If you need help with anything, any of my courses, any one-on-one appointments, go ahead and email us or visit our website or comment down below and our staff will help you. All right, you guys, let's get into the email, okay? All right, so a little bit of backstory, by the way. I've been working with this client for quite some time, and we're manifesting everything: money, abundance, SP, all of it, right? Luxurious lifestyle. So I'm so proud of her, by the way, because she's been able to leave her 9 to 5. She's a tarot reader. She mentions this in her email, and her business was so good that she was able to leave her 9 to 5. But then in between, um, she was having a lot of doubts and fears. There was some like no movement time periods, and it was really, really making her anxious and worried. And it was getting her in a place of like, what if I'm gonna have to go and go back to a 9 to 5, because what if I can't make ends meet, right? So it's just so interesting. And this also applies to SP as well, you guys. There's always one thing or two things that happen in your 3D that trigger you. They trigger you and they get you to a place of worry, doubt, and fear where your dominant thoughts start to become like, what if I have to think of a plan B? What if I have to go back? What if I have to struggle again? So, like, it always takes one or two thoughts that create more and more and more and more thoughts that now start to create a fear or an anxiety or doubt within you. So that is very normal. We react to 3D all the time, even though we should know better that 3D is the aftermath. Internal is what comes first, right? But you're human, right? So it always takes like one event, and it's like a ripple effect, right? You get into this negative thought process and then you start seeing more negativity out there, and then now you're trying to get out of it, right? So this is what was happening with her. I remember in session she'd be like, Ani, I just can't focus on abundance. I just can't do it. I just feel like nothing, right? And I'm a pro at feeling nothing, you guys. Everything I teach and everything I do comes from my personal experience. So thankfully, I've gone through it and I'm able to help you guys succeed. So let's read it. All right. She goes, I've been working with Ani for a few months now. We focus on SP and we also talk about my business. I am a tarot reader and I have been so successful that I have been able to quit my 9 to 5 job in order to grow my business and pursue my passions full time. I had a session with Ani, and at the time I was very stressed because I wasn't seeing movement in my business and with my clients. I was going into panic mode and I was reacting to the fact that I wasn't getting clients or orders the way I wanted. Ani is wonderful. She always understands exactly where I'm coming from and she is so knowledgeable. Thank you, girl. I appreciate you. I absolutely adore her, and I'm always very confident that whatever is going on in my life, she will be able to help me see from a different perspective, and we will be able to break through it. I appreciate you so much. In my session with Ani, we talked about what was going on. We talked about what I was feeling, why I was feeling that way, and how to change from an energy of lack to an energy of having. It was also very important for me to start learning how to calm my nervous system and my mind in times when things were very stressful and I was not seeing what I wanted. You guys, before I go on, this is something I teach and it's very important to me because I feel like this is why I see so many manifestations in my life. But calming your nervous system, regulating the nervous system for me is number one. Because if you're in a chaotic state 24/7 and you're in an energy of lack 24/7, it's very hard for you to see any movement that's not matching lack, if that makes sense. So if you're giving out lack, if your energy is lack, and you've probably heard this all over um, online, like if you're giving out lack, then you're going to get lack. You're going to get more experiences that prove lack, right? So what happens to most of us is when we're in lack and then we see more lack because it's all us pushed out, right? So you see more lack and now you start tripping out because now you're like nothing's going in my favor, right? And now there's more and more resistance that you have to clear up, which feels so freaking stressful at times. Trust me, I know. But this is why it was so important, and I'm so happy that we've been working together, her and I, one on one, and now she's seeing movement, so much movement by applying the homework I give her. So let's continue. So I'm happy to report that this week that just passed was my most successful week ever. Girl, I'm so proud of you if you're watching this. Like, I told you, I told you, I told you, I told you. Like, remember our sessions? I told you. I have gotten more orders than I ever have before. And I have been so busy trying to get everything out on time. My bank account is exploding with money coming in constantly. Yes. Preach, girl, preach. And it has been such a night and day difference. Thank you so much, Ani, for being such an amazing coach and a wonderful person. Thank you. Girl, I love you. And if you're watching, I am so proud of you. Good job for sticking to what I told you to stick to in our sessions. And I'll be sharing it with you guys too in the video. But like, consistency is key, you guys. Calming that inner world down when it's chaotic is key. If you have not watched any of my old videos, go watch them. All of my old videos explain all of this and more. If you want to binge watch, do it. But you guys, she was so panicky. Like, I remember a few sessions. Like, we've been working together. But the last few sessions, it was always the same pattern of thought. Like, she was always worried about What if I don't get enough people's orders? What if I don't get enough to pay my bills? What if I'm going to have to go and find another job? What if I shouldn't have left my 9 to 5, right? And we went through all of her doubts and fears, and I explained in detail, like, what's going on internally with her and how it can manifest out there, or vice versa, changing the inner world and how it can manifest out there. So we worked very specifically, and that's what one-on-one coaching is like, where we point out all the issues coming up internally. But she said that she's been working as in her business for quite some time, and this was her most successful week ever. So that's a lot of work and a lot of orders coming in, and her bank account is exploding. And I love that for you, girl. If you're watching, I'm so proud of you. Keep up the good work. And any one of you watching this, like, oh, I want that to happen to me too, listen to this video, okay? Key points, get your notebooks out, get your journals out. I mentioned this in a few videos a few Fridays ago, but anything you're manifesting, whether it's SP, whether it's money, right? You need to be really aware of where your thoughts are going throughout the day. And I'm not saying like take note, every single thought you have, take note. That's not what I'm saying. From an observer point of view, right? Not like, I say this in an old video too. You're not an absorber. So stop absorbing every single thought you have. You have like 60,000 thoughts a day. You're not going to sit here and absorb all of them, right? But guess what? Our reactor selves, our old selves, we do that. Every thought that comes up, we absorb it. I used to be like, oh my God, like, here's this thought again. And then it'll make me feel a certain way because I would ruminate on it. And then another thought matching it would come up, and another thought would come up, and I would be like, oh, Jesus Christ. Here we go. Now I'm nervous in my stomach. Like, I have like stomach pain. Now I'm like feeling shaky and jittery. Like, I'm freaking anxious over just thoughts, a group of thoughts that I've been ruminating on. And now I feel like I got to take so much action out there, right? And this is also what she thought she had to do too. Taking so much action in her 3D. Trying to market everything, trying to like send out emails, trying to do this, trying to do that, like uh trying to like do stuff on social media to get further or get attention or get more views or this or that, right? All of that comes from lack, you guys. And if you pay attention to your inner world and your thoughts, you will feel it. You will feel it. I have mastered this to such a point where I literally go, like, if I don't feel good, I literally make sure that I know what's causing it and I'm aware of it. And I step back from that, giving into that thought process and absorbing the thoughts. So we're not absorbing anymore. We're just observing thoughts. And as you observe thoughts, you will start understanding, is it coming from lack or is it coming from having? Here are some lack thoughts from work, money, or SP. I need to do more to get more. I need to put myself out there more to get more attention so people can see me, so people can try to engage with me. SP's not calling, texting. Let me post a picture on Facebook or Instagram or TikTok so he can notice me or she can notice me. I'm not hitting enough numbers, or I'm not hitting my goals yet. So let me go to complain to a friend, or let me go and try to do 1,000 affirmations right now to counter that feeling or thought. This is all things that don't feel good. Yes or no? If you agree with me, comment down below. If you have been through any of those or more, there's so much more. Like, those are just examples. But you feel like you're not comfortable, you're not calm. Like, I have to do so much more to get so much more attention, to get so much more feedback, to get this, to get that, right? You're not coming from an attitude of I trust, or whatever will be, which is like surrender, which brings in more. You're coming from a place of, if I don't if I don't lift a finger right now, like, I'm doomed. If I don't take action right now, I'm doomed. I'm a failure. Right? If you guys resonate with this video, comment down below. I would love to hear it. But so going forward, your number one thing is you watch, number one, where your thoughts are coming from, what type of energy. How do you feel inside? Are you feeling chaotic, or are you using that time and energy to focus on having it, right? If you need to stop, and I told this to her in session 2. So if you feel like you just need to stop and step away from taking any action and just really getting your thoughts on point, or even if you don't want to like force thoughts or force affirmations in that moment, right? If you just need to surrender, there is so much power in surrendering. In surrender, like, there's so much power. And I've gone through that. I've gone through that with SP. I've gone through that um in so many areas of my life where you just feel so exhausted. You just need to go to a place internally where you're okay right now, here, in this moment, in this present moment. You're okay. You're not forcing anything to happen in your future. You're not forcing any past memories to come up and bother you, or you're not forcing anything. You're just in this present moment and you're doing something you enjoy. And I told her that too. I said, if you come to because she was literally stressed out. She was like, I don't know, like, if I have, she's like, I have a vacation planned. I don't know if I'll be able to like fully pay for that. And I'm worried. She's like, because it's coming up, right? Those are the best moments to surrender, you guys. Surrender to your present moment. Accept where you are right now. Just because you've experienced a little bit of evidence of lack, it does not mean it's going to continue. But us as reactors, that's the first assumption that we go to. Oh my God, I experienced lack, whether it's from my SP, whether it's from work. I experienced lack and I'm going to get more of it. It's going to like start like snowball effect. I just know it, right? That is so like reactor mentality, and that is so not true. That is complete BS. Like, just because you experience something negative out there, it doesn't mean it's going to snowball into something bigger, or you don't have to wait for the other shoe to drop. And I used to be like that. I literally used to be like, oh my God, if SP said this to me, then here we go. Here we go. There must be a third party. There must be a third party. It must be going on for a very long time. Da, 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 da. And then I would literally manifest them in, like, literally. But, or if it was like money, right? I would maybe hear someone talk of lack, or I would hear someone talk about how much action they took in their business to get this amount of money. And then I would be like, oh my God, I need to take more action. Like, I can't just be sitting here, right? And then you get into this state of try, 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 do. That is all lack. That is all lack. Like, if that hustle mentality is your assumption, it used to be my assumption. Me and SP, that's all we used to talk about. Before I knew this stuff and before I had so much experience in really not lifting a finger and just manifesting everything, that's all me and SP would talk about is, you gotta grind, you gotta hustle. You shouldn't be sitting at home. Like, if you have an hour to rest or 2 hours to rest, then that's like money. Money don't sleep, whatever. Like, it was just such a hustler mentality. And then when I started changing my mentality, where I understood, like, I don't have to lift a finger for any of it, right? Like, I don't have to be in my lack state all the time. I don't have to be in a worry all the time of, oh my God, what's the next step to take? What do I do so I don't fall behind, right? Like, I started getting evidence. of movement and more and more and more movement in all areas of my life. And then SP started saying, like, how are you like working less? How are you like able to just chill and things just work out for you? And I was like, story time, like, all right, SP, come on. I'll be your teacher, right? But yeah, SP used to make not make fun of me, but he used to clown on me, like, you have time to rest. I don't have time to rest. And now look who's asking who for advice. You guys, it's so funny. Like, if you go through this, like, I want you to go through that. I literally, my intention when I coach you guys, or whether you, even if it's through a course, even if it's through watching just me right now in this video, I intend that everyone in your reality, including your SPs, including everyone, like, you get on top of your game so much, your internal world so much, and you trust yourself so much, and you calm that nervous system so much, where things start working out for you like crazy, and everyone's asking you, how do you do it? Everyone's just asking you, how do you do it? How? It seems like you're the luckiest person. How? Because it feels like magic, right? You guys, I was watching the Harry Potter special the other day. Where are my Harry Potter fans? If you're a Harry Potter fan, comment down below. It's my heart. It's like, it gives me such a cozy feeling. Like, I feel like at home. I'm a Harry Potter nerd. I don't care. But I saw this quote, and Dumbledore, this is why I love it so much. I think it's in one of the last movies where Harry's like, Professor, is this all real, or is it just happening in my head? Right? And then Dumbledore, you guys do not, like, I'm probably gonna butcher this, so don't like come for me. But Dumbledore answers, so Harry says, is this all real, or is it just happening in my head? And Dumbledore answers, of course it's real, Harry. Just because it's happening in your head, why do you think it's not real? And that, I don't know if I've said this in any video, but that's some like law of assumption stuff right there. Like, let's be real. Like, just because it's happening in your head, why do you think it's not real? And that is the total definition of inner world first, outer world second. If it's happening in your head, it's real, which means if you focus on it and continue it, it will happen out there too. And just remember, you guys, what happens internally, like your imaginary scenes, your whatever you can picture inside, even if it's through scripting, even if it's through affirmations, even if it's through visualization, if you feel it inside, or you go to it in your mind, and you just get this feeling of satisfaction, like, damn, that felt good, right? Like, I would love SP to say that to me. Or how amazing would it be, like, if I were to check my bank account and my money was that much, right? And then you get this like surge of emotion, like, whoa, that felt real, right? Because it is real. Because that reality exists right now. That parallel reality exists right now. That's why you have access to it. And guess what? The more you access it internally, the more you're gonna walk through that door and experience it in your external world. I'm gonna draw something real quick, and I want you to, I don't know, in my head, this is how it looks, okay? When I talk about parallel reality. This is probably not a good drawing. I went to art for like 7 years, and this does not do justice to actually like what I can draw, but like my art teacher better not be watching right now. All right. I probably spelled this wrong. I'm just like rushing. All right, you guys. You see how think of it this way. So all these are all realities, Okay? There's a reality where you have all the money in the bank. There's a reality where you don't. There's a reality where SP's like literally proposing to you tomorrow and showing you all the love and the attention. There's a reality where they're not. So there's like realities like this, but like infinite. Okay? So if you focus internally on like this reality, right? Like let's say this one is the one where you're getting everything you want. So your brain goes to all the thoughts and the feelings and the emotions and the imaginary scenes and the memories and the scripting, whatever, on this reality, right? Where you're having everything. If you keep going here with this, eventually out here, this is all you're going to be experiencing. Now, what happens to a lot of us is, let's say, oh, this is such a bad picture. I'm going to do a better one for next video, okay? Let's say this one is having, this one is lack. Okay? So what a lot of us do is we do all the techniques and we focus on the having, and then something happens in our 3D that trigger us, and then we go to the lack and we start ruminating on these thoughts, this parallel reality, and then we shift to this one in our reality. And how does it look like when you shift? I've shifted a lot, and what happens is you don't feel like you've shifted. It's just the projection you're getting out there from your universe matches lack. So like for example, or matches desire. Like I remember one time me and SP had a fight and I thought like that was it. Like we're never going to talk again. And I just started like really ruminating on the thoughts of an apology and of like just being fixed and all of it, right? And even SP in that argument was like, that's it, we're done. Like we're not gonna, like I don't want to deal with this anymore, blah 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 blah, whatever, right? And of course, because I was focused on lack, that's what I got, right? But then when I shifted my thoughts to like, wait a second, let me not even focus on what just happened in 3D right now. Let me go to that reality where I get an apology, first of all, for what the heck you said. Number two, let me get reassurance, validation, and promises and commitment. So I went here and I did it. And was it easy? No, because if something's happening in your 3D and it feels so freaking real, like it just happened, it's not like the easiest thing in the world to like go into your head. You're going to feel delusional at first, but that's the biggest illusion. Delusion is the biggest illusion. Like what's inside is the realest thing ever, because if you keep doing it in here, it's going to push that out there. So I went within. Literally, like an hour later, SP texted me like nothing happened. And I literally asked him, like, you good? Like, do you remember like what the heck was said like an hour ago? Yeah, whatever, let's just forget about it. To be honest, I don't even remember most of what I said. That's a shift in parallel reality. It feels real. It looks real. It looks like everything's still on the same timeline. It feels like you remember what happened, so you feel like the other person's gonna exactly remember what happened. No, when you jump from reality to reality, like parallel reality to reality, you look the same, they look the same, your surroundings look the same, the rooms look the same, everyone, but the projection, the action, the reaction from those people are different. Are different. If you've experienced this, comment down below. I will go into this topic deeper if you guys want, so comment down below. I love you guys, and I hope this video helped. I'm so proud of you, girl, if you're watching. To my client, proud, proud, proud of you. I told you you were just going to be a success, and I'm so happy that this was the most like abundance you've ever seen in your business, and that number is going to just keep growing, girl. I just know it. I just know all my clients are successful. I just know that it's just going to happen for you. For all of you guys watching, I just know it's going to happen for you. All of it. I intend you guys just trust in your power so much that you just keep getting movement after evidence, and just people just keep coming up and asking you, how do you do it? Okay. I love you guys. If you guys are interested in any of my courses, links are going to be in the description box down below. If you want to watch any of my old videos, I've been getting so much amazing feedback from you guys, even in the comments. You guys, so many of you, so many like viewers that aren't even like clients, not clients, course clients, not course clients. You guys are literally writing like success stories under my videos. Those of you that have taken my courses, like so many good things. Someone wrote like, oh, I took Ani's course like last week and this week I'm seeing huge movement. Good job. Like, sorry I can't get to answering all of them, but I see them. So you guys, good job. Even if you're not a course client and you're seeing movement, I appreciate you so much for sharing it. You guys, I am booked up, but if you want a one-on-one with me, you can email us or put yourself on the wait list. And all information will be in the links in the description box down below. All courses, if you go to buy a course, if there's a date and time there, don't worry about date and time. The moment you purchase it is the moment you have access to it and you can start manifesting. Okay. Love you guys. I will see you in the next video. Bye.